Oh yeah, it's a nice little tune.
Said you got a friend in me.
It does. It sounds like Yoshi,
toys.
like
Yeah,
Yoshi,
Yoshi's Island.
It does sound like.
Super Mario, or like
What
some
noise does
kind
he
of.
make when he shoots his tongue out? Long.
Ba-dum.
Yeah, he's like.
Oh man, Yoshi's Island. That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
All right, DJ, cut me off. Cut me off.
Yeah, that was a nice little intro.
Good intro. Happy 5th of July. We're late. How's your 4th of July?
Pretty good. America's birthday.
Yeah.
America's birthday.
Yeah, I like it. I
Pretty
celebrate
chill.
America. I'm a proud American.
Yeah,
It goes against some of my tios. Like, nah, somos in Mexico. No, you're fucking not. You've been here your whole life.
Yeah, me
Right.
personally, like I mean, yeah, I respect my culture, I guess. You know, my Mexican and Salvadorian sides and stuff. But I was born here, and I mean,
I get
That's
it,
just-
but I don't like get hardcore about like, oh, I'm Mexican blood. No, I'm from here. It's fine.
yeah, I
Bro.
don't either, especially because I'm half.
I forget you're mixed like me. I'm
Yeah.
Mexican and Salvadorian.
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
goddamn
Yeah.
nuts. you
Yeah,
mixed.
that's what I
Nuts.
get everywhere. Pinche mutt. Yeah, you know,
Fucking-
it's
It's all Chicanos.
I'm a cultured man of different sides of the southern hemisphere.
That's one thing I feel like people don't talk about so much is when we fought for our Chicano rights. Did you guys ever watch the movie Walkout or anything?
I
Blood
know
in,
what you're
blood out.
talking about, like the Zoot Suits and Pachucos and
Well-
those kinds of riots and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like the movie Walkout was about. It's with that girl from Spy Kids. She plays like a high school girl, and
I've
she
never,
like
I've never heard it. I've never heard of that movie.
she organizes movements for like Chicano movements. Like we're gonna walk out during CSAP type shit, and like they all get their ass beat by the cops for ditching, and it just becomes a thing. I guess it was real events. I don't.
I remember
It sounds
even,
like a
like,
shitty
even-
sum up of a movie, but it's a good movie.
Even like 4 or 5 years ago, they were doing walkouts
Yeah, I
at
remember
high schools and stuff around
participating.
here. I remember.
That
yeah,
was
I
a
remember hearing about
that
it.
was fucking Piolín. Piolín set that up. It was
Really?
like in middle school. He organized. I'm gonna hacer una marcha la verga. Like didn't get you. Did it get anybody anywhere? I don't.
I
I don't
don't
think
know.
so.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the city and government officials don't care. They're just
Yeah, I don't
like
think they gave a
they're
fuck.
just like these motherfuckers are truant. Let's give them all tickets.
Come on, let's
Get
get
your asses back to class.
I'm pretty sure some people got arrested. Some people were acting up. I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
Oh yeah. You're already like I said, you're already truant. So some officers they just need to see you doing some other dumb shit, and they're like, all right, let's fucking go.
The fucking street was wild yesterday with fireworks. I was surprised how many fucking.
Bro, there was
More
like
than
there was
before, I
like
feel
clouds. There was like clouds of smoke that you could see like just fucking
Yeah.
in the sky like
it was
like
just
flying.
a lot and like really high quality ones too. Like they were fucking going
Yeah, I'm
off.
telling you, everyone went to fucking Wyoming this year. It
Yeah,
seemed
for real.
like.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think it also happened that the rain fucked it up till everybody till a specific time. So everybody kind of went off at the same time.
I couldn't believe how it was pouring like that. Like it was
Yeah.
pouring.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna be able to light fireworks. I was kind of upset. Did you?
Yeah, no, I thought it was gonna be like that like all night, man.
Yeah,
Because
I-
it was on the forecast like all week. They were talking about it on the news, and I was like, oh shit, I guess no 4th of July, but
Yeah.
that shit was over in like what 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was about 30, 40 minutes of solid rain. Rage.
Yeah, it was pouring, yo. Like I remember just
Yeah, that shit
being in the
was
car,
wild.
like fuck, like I couldn't even get out. Like then I did. I ended up getting in and out twice. Got all wet.
I might not need this sock. It sounds a little better without the sock.
Bro,
I
I
don't have to be so far away from it.
Take that rubber off.
think I experienced my first
more-
tornado the
no
other
more-
week.
No more
Real?
sock.
Yeah.
The
Went
what?
to I said I think I experienced my first tornado the other week.
Were you
I
like
went
near
to,
Highlands Ranch or something?
I went to Nebraska, bro.
Oh,
We
shit.
do like an annual camping thing, and it was like the first day, and there was hella warnings, like severe weather, and we just ignored it, you know, because we were like drinking and whatnot. And it just came out of nowhere, bro. I just remember sitting like in front of the fire, and then my hat flew away. I was like, "Fuck!" So I started chasing it down, and I put it on, and then again it flew, but it was the wind like started to hurt, like. I don't know if it was like the sand particles, but you
Wait,
could-
wait. What do you mean it started to hurt?
it started to hurt real bad.
Oh, like it was
No
knocking
lube.
you. It was knocking you over.
Bro, yeah, it was definitely a force. Like it was definitely pushing me, but it was like the little sand particles, like the wind was hurting, bro.
all the
Like,
debris in the
it
air.
just felt like blades and shit just hitting your skin. I was like, what the fuck? Like, to
Yeah.
the point I was like, ah, fuck. And I just happened to be next to my homie's truck, bro. I just jumped in the truck, in the bed truck in the back. I was like, fuck this. Like, fuck my hat, all this
Did
shit.
it
I
have
just-
like a camper or you just jumped in?
No, it was just a truck. Like, it was just a regular truck.
Said, fuck it.
I just jumped in, bro. Like, and then next thing you
I
know,
would
like,
have been like sprawled out in the bed, like.
it was pretty wild, bro. Like, some of us were like pretty fucked up. Some people were like,
Oh, that
You know,
was
kinda
sober.
buzzed,
That was
sober.
sober you up real quick, bro.
fuck yeah, dude. And like, everything got destroyed, bro. We had to sleep in the cars. Yeah, we came back next day. My tent was gone. Like, it was like fucking 50 feet away, bro. Some people's tents were gone.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
everything was destroyed, bro. Like,
Mother Nature will sober you up real quick.
that shit was
Wind,
wild, man.
Bees will sober you up real quick.
And it was like real calm, like before, like, but you could definitely see like lightning from a distance, like, and that shit looked so sick, like, and but yeah, all the warnings were there. We just ignored it and we got fucked up.
Are you more likely to get struck by lightning if you're like really high up?
I thought it was more like if you're out in the open.
I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
I always thought that trees attracted more lightning. Don't
I mean,
niggas
I
get?
could see like
I'm gonna
a
stop
high
saying
point.
that word, but don't people get struck by lightning when they're by trees? I grew up with it. There's nothing I can do. I don't mean to
Sometimes.
be offensive, but I don't look the part. I can't be saying that word.
No, you definitely can't.
No, I definitely can't. Sometimes I test my
Get
clients.
canceled. It's like,
Sometimes I say it in front of my clients, see how they
they're
react.
just like, what? What'd you
like, what do you say? Oh, I better not say anything. He's kind of
No, but it's like I said, I grew up with that kind of culture.
Yeah,
like,
nah.
yeah, I feel.
We
the
I
all
same.
get
did
it.
kind
I
of
get
in
it.
the
So did I.
90s.
Yeah.
NWA.
Oh hell yeah.
People
I think
with
our
attitude.
generation was so like just a big mixed melting pot. Like, I mean, it's pretty common for everybody to use that word. I feel like nowadays.
It wasn't as serious as it was now. Everybody's just a fucking pussy nowadays.
Yeah,
Bro.
everybody gets. I mean, everybody's just defensive over everything. It seems like people just want something to be mad about, something to fucking. People
You turn
want.
mine down just a little bit, Jeff.
People want something to fucking just
I think that should be good.
fucking-
Yeah, that's a
fucking
lot better.
crucify you over, point the finger.
It's just
Oh,
a
yeah, you
soft,
said the
Just,
wrong word.
just like judge. I don't know. I get it. I mean, people are sensitive
soft
to everything,
society,
but
man.
yeah, just the way people point shit out nowadays is just like fuck. Like I mean,
Everything, man. You can't say
Bullshit.
shit. You get canceled for nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta stop saying that because I say it real carelessly because I don't see any offense in it. I don't do it with
Yeah,
hate.
you're just with the homies. It's just a word, like dude.
What's up, my
like, dude,
niggas? Yeah.
Dude,
I
if our
mean,
video gets
sometimes-
taken down just because of that, I'd be so irritated.
Fuck. Oh yeah, you guys can't say that.
It highlights everything you fuck up on him. It's gonna be you reading repeated. What's up, niggas? Over and over.
And we're like, yeah, we can't upload this.
Yeah, we can't upload this. Fucking Boondocks would not make it on TV nowadays.
Oh yeah, no, not a chance. Especially the fact that most of that was a lot of it was like white writers, like which nowadays people, yeah, like
Were they really?
some of them, yeah, a lot of these,
I would have never guessed it. They got it spot on.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're not like
That's just
ignorant
hilarious.
to ways of
South Park still gets away with a lot of shit.
yeah, because they just don't give a fuck.
South
Like,
Park
they
and
have
Family
never
Guy, right?
they've never gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if I told you. Have you seen the episode with the child immigrant kids?
the ice ones. Yeah, I've
that
seen
one
that.
is fucking borderline offensive. It's fucking hilarious. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
you gotta watch it.
Yeah, the kids all trying to go home, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
He said, "Mi mamá, mi
I
papá,
was
¿dónde
gonna say,
están?
that's the one I remember.
Bien gracias,
Yeah,
too."
yeah,
Gracias,
yeah. The
dude.
guy's just automatic responding to them.
Oh, that's fucked up. He's a full-blood Mexican. Let's let him walk around for a little bit. That's a fucked up.
That shit's crazy. Like, I mean, yeah, all that shit that happened with the ICE immigrants and just kids disappearing and shit like that.
Do they sell those type of tapestries at a like open box at the out the box?
I was just there recently, and I honestly can't say off the top of my head that I saw them. But I could send you. I could show you where you get them online.
I like them because they're cool and like you could change scenery up real quick and
Yeah.
they're easier to put away than posters.
Yeah, I could show you a few links for a different few of those. Like,
Yeah, I like
They
it.
they make them all the time. You could probably even find some on Amazon. I was gonna say you could
Pretty
probably
dope.
find some on Amazon. Yeah, that's what I was gonna send them. Like the main link where I actually got this one from.
Like the one where Jack got his horror one.
Yeah, it's the same guy that made this one. It's
Oh.
like Waz Shop.
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah, I'm searching some on.
It's a dope tapestry.
It is. I
On
always
a-
look at it and it's real cool.
I'm looking at some on Amazon. Just real quick, look at this one that came up. It's like a window.
But that's just tap. That's all. It's just like that, right? It's just hung
Yeah,
up.
yeah, like
Oh, that's
yeah,
dope. Squidward.
yeah. It's like the fucking
Just look up,
the
like,
window for
what
the.
What did you kind of search up?
I just searched. I just put tapestries right here. Tapestries.
I wonder if Hobby Lobby has something.
They might.
I know. I
Look
used
at
to
this
work
They
at
probably just have patterns.
This
though,
one's
like
cool. It's like a
patterns of
black
fabric.
light shroom one.
That one's
that
pretty
one's
dope.
dope. I
Yeah.
used to work at Freakies, and
Oh yeah, they had shit like
they
that. There.
have shit like that. I don't know if they still do, but it's been.
Yeah, I'm sure
probably
you could
do.
go to
Over
some
10
smoke
years.
shop, or there's a Smokers World by my house. I think they have some there. I know
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure they got. I
I
know for
forgot-
sure they got clothes and blankets and these like poncho looking hoodies.
Forgot about that place.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's where I got That's where I got this battery, like the little bear.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap too. They got good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You been there?
Mm-mm.
Smokers World.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're sober. We can't. He's shaking.
Yeah, I'm a
just looking
sober
at your
guy. Sober man.
Suck on this.
phone. Turn off the camera. Turn off the camera.
Well, I'm not 100% sober. I still indulge in
I be
alcoholic
sipping
beverages.
lean. It's like
And that's about it.
Alcohol, I can't say it's not bad for you. It's pretty bad too, but there could be worse. You could be a heroin addict.
That's true.
yeah,
That's very true.
Or even smoking
even
meth.
worse, a meth head.
yeah.
You
So
know,
so what's worse, meth or heroin? I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
they're completely different. I've seen, I've met both functioning meth heads and functioning.
I've never really, I can't say I've ever met a functioning heroin head, but I have met several functioning meth heads, including this one guy that was like a delivery driver for like at my job. He like, he'll come through and he's like, literally his hands are shaking. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, how you doing?" And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
no, there's functioning meth heads, that's
Yeah.
for sure. But there's even a guy, I'm trying to remember his name. He's this black dude. He's like a scientist. Have you heard of him? Dr. Carl Hart. He's like even like a university teacher, I think, and he does like pure heroin.
Really? That's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
he's like a scientist, so he like does pure heroin, and he says it's like part of his day. Says it makes him a better person. I'm sure he says that a lot of the dangers is the stuff you get out here.
I wonder.
All the additives people put in it,
Right.
just like fentanyl.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
Yeah,
That's a real epidemic right now in our country and
I think it's
the
pretty-
U.S.
I don't know if it's number one, but it's definitely leading causes of death.
It's
In here.
creeping up there. I would say heroin's dangerous too. I mean, you're more prone of overdosing, right? Compared to like meth and stuff.
I think fentanyl gives you like very similar symptoms than heroin, but it's cheaper.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I forgot why I
Yeah,
went.
because I know some people like that straight up take fentanyl, like or like control. Yeah, like I don't fucking know how they.
For real?
Yeah, like they have like pills or some shit that like it's like fentanyl or something.
It's crazy how the media has it right now. Like to me, like the person who doesn't really know much about it, like they really make it really scary. Like one little bump will just kill you. That's
it-
what I
it
see.
could.
But that is what has happened. Like there's some people that have gotten yay and
Just cut up with.
yeah, and they're just fucking having a good time.
That's
you know,
what I
and-
don't get though. Why are people cutting it with a downer? Isn't
Right.
Coke an upper?
Yeah, it's an upper.
Then what the fuck's the point?
People are doing it to save money or fucking somehow. Like they get
doesn't
their hands on fentanyl or something. They're like, we can cut this into that shit and.
Yeah, but is like fentanyl even cheaper than
Yeah, that's
like
what I was gonna say.
like
I have no
creatine's
idea.
pretty fucking cheap.
Or vitamin. You can use
Vitamin
like
B.
vitamin. Yep.
It was from what I've heard.
Baby laxative. No, I was kidding.
That would suck, man. That's why the stupid like myth that went around that good Coke makes you shit.
For real. The baby lax, right?
Because we don't cut it with laxative.
Yeah.
We just happen to be like good Coke too. So yeah, good Coke makes
They're
you
like,
shit.
yeah, I
bro.
gotta go
That
fucking
stinky shit
drop
too.
one right now.
I also heard one time a buddy saying, a couple of buddies, they used to say that good dabs make you shit. I don't know. That never happened to me.
Never happened to me. I dab my brains out, and I never had to go take a shit.
You know it's
like,
fire when you got a shit.
right?
You're just freaking out in the fucking toilet high as fuck. Dude,
Just-
dabs are no joke. Fuck that. That's way too much now. I can't believe what I was doing a couple years ago.
Dude, we used to make dabs.
I look back at it and it stresses me out when I look at how much I used to dab. It was a lot. It was like now you look back at it, you feel like a fucking drug addict.
I definitely overdid it. Like a lot of times, I would get like I don't know, I'd get like 2 or 3 grams sometimes, and like
You remember when I used
fucking
to
smoke through them in a weekend, like at least 2 or something. And then I'm like, fuck, like I
Yeah.
need more dabs. Like
That's
they
a
just
lot.
go, they just go faster for some reason.
That's a
than-
lot if you think about it.
Yeah, like they used to. At least I used to just sit there fucking dabbing. Like
I mean, it also depends what you buy, because if you just buy like a dab container and a nectar collector, you'll run out of a gram in like 30 minutes. It melts a lot of shit away.
yeah, that's true.
But you don't remember when I'd hit you up like at 1 in the morning, like, hey, bro, can we use your dab? Your
Yeah.
dabber? I got some stuff.
I'd be like, yeah, dude. I'd be like, I'm dabbing right now. Like,
Like, yeah, pull up.
yeah.
There's
That
like
was
two-
cool when we were little neighbors in the same complex.
No, I wasn't your neighbor.
That wasn't then.
No, I was never your neighbor.
No,
No.
I'm talking about.
I'm
the
talking about
apartments.
like way back then when like you were still with your parents in the apartments.
Oh, okay.
Me
Oh,
and-
like fucking Creekside. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember you used
yeah.
to roll through.
That was like me and Nathan used to pull up.
Yeah, I remember. I was just always up. Those fucking apartments. Me and Jack fucking got rolled up on by the cops. This is like the first year I moved here. It was probably 2010. We're fucking smoking a bong in my car, like just sitting in the fucking complex.
Or you parked somewhere you shouldn't have been.
I was parked in the parking lot. Like I was always there. I was always smoking there. Like I had always done this a bunch of times before. And this night the cops just rolled up on us. They said that some of the neighbors called, or someone called on us, saying that we were smoking, and we were just sitting in my car. Yeah, and like were we sitting in my car or your car?
It was my car.
We were sitting in Jack's car. Like and yeah, we had a bong. Like fucking, I think we had just smoked the last of the weed. Like we had just burned like the last of the weed. So they couldn't charge us with anything except paraphernalia at the time. But we did get tickets. They fucking charged us with paraphernalia. I had to go to some stupid ass class. Like it was dumb because people were there taking a class. It was like for DUIs or some other
For
shit.
drinking
And
and
like
shit.
yeah, like and I was there for a fucking bong and stuff, and I was just so like annoyed.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, I had something similar happen to me too. I could take some bullshit class, and I was like like everybody there was like ex addicts recovering, just trying to get back in life.
Yeah, and they just put you in there like to scare your ass.
And
Like
it's not even to scare you. This one was to like guide these people in the right direction, like how to get a job, how to hold down a job. I was like, I'm here for the wrong reason.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean though. Like they'll
Yeah.
put anyone in there. They'll put other people like that. Like yeah, like that has nothing to do with the fucking main thing there.
And then they treated me like shit because you had to go around the table and tell them what you did. Everybody had their story like, I stabbed my son on accident while on coke, and I'm just trying to get back. And like it went around as my turn. I was like, I don't know, dude. I didn't do anything. And they're like, well, what do you do to benefit your lives? I have a business. I'm just here for the wrong reason. I didn't say it like that, but I told them why I got the ticket. It was some
I'm innocent.
stupid reason.
I'm innocent, I tell you.
Yeah, what the fuck? It was something stupid, like a technicality. Like I shouldn't have been in that class, but they just whatever they do to get the money out of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all fucking cash grab,
Gone through
bro.
that
Yeah.
bullshit class too.
I had to take an Alive at 25 class one time. I think you did too, right?
Yeah.
And then we had the same stupid. I ain't gonna say stupid ass cop. He deserves respect.
It was fuck
The
that,
same
bro.
cop.
Fuck him.
He's just trying to help. He's trying to make you sure you're alive at 25.
Look at us.
But it kind of seems scripted now because he cried when he told us the same story that he told you guys, and I was like, maybe this guy's just really good at selling it.
Yeah, I started laughing. I had to like bite my tongue because I wanted to laugh.
Yeah, we were
I thought that whole class funny.
disrespectful ass little kids.
Like fuck this class, fuck this cop.
I feel bad for some of the teachers we used to fuck with now. They were just trying to teach us. They're just trying to get a check, honestly, and maybe we learned something down on the way, but they were just there for the check. You could tell some of the ones that were really there for a good reason. Did you ever have a teacher that you just like linked with? Like you just see like
Yeah, I had a few of them. Like mostly in middle school, I remember like just like a couple teachers that I thought were really cool. Maybe in high school I had a couple also, but I remember having some that were just like fucking chill and cool. And then there's just other ones that are just kind of dickheads. Just kind of like you said, there for a check. They're just
did Dude, we had a weirdo music teacher. Do you remember Mr. I don't want to say his name because I don't know if it's true or not. It might be a false memory. We had a teacher who like we would ask about sex. We were like in 4th or 5th grade, and he would like tell us like, you shouldn't be talking that about little kids. Like we'd ask him like, how does it feel? And he'd look at us like with his cheesy ass face. He's like, it feels good. Like
The fuck?
yeah.
Feels good.
I'll tell you about him later. He taught us music. I'll leave it at that.
I know you're talking about.
And he was a music
I
teacher.
remember that.
Yeah, we just ask him like, "What do you do?" And then he like, "Oh, well, you know," like he'd try to like he'd get nervous by himself, you know, like somebody was watching him. But I don't think he ever got caught because I heard he just retired not that long ago, so he had a long career.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's just like
We had weirdo teachers. I had a really hot 4th grader teacher. I had a 4th grade teacher who was really hot, not a really hot 4th grader. But I did have a crush on this 4th grader when I was in 4th grade.
I never had any hot teachers like in LA.
We had a hot
like
teacher. Like we
they
could
were
see her
just all
thong and
old
shit.
ass fucking.
I had a teacher with a fat ass. I think she was taught biology in high school. That's about it.
That's it. We had
It's the only hot teacher.
one really hot teacher in middle school. Shout out Miss Doyle.
Oh yeah.
Doyle.
Oh yeah.
I heard someone told me that they seen her recently and she's still looking good. And that means she's probably like 50, looking still good.
The older the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah. Good genes. I don't know. Good American genes. Nothing better than a good pair of jeans, you know?
Some denim,
Nothing better than when denim fits the right way.
American denim,
Apple bottom.
Wrangler.
Un pantalón de mezclilla.
Hey, but nowadays we got leggings. Isn't that the thing now?
It can be. I don't know. It can be. I've never been a huge fan of the leggings. I'm just like, whatever.
Maybe I'm just being a hater because I can't pull it off. Maybe if I could pull it off, like if I just had like really nice legs and a big dick bulge, I'd maybe be rocking leggings to the gym. You know, you wouldn't?
I don't know.
Nah,
I
I
don't
don't.
I say you just
think-
had a really
no.
fit body.
I've only ever seen maybe 1 or 2 guys wear leggings at the gym. It's just not a good fit. It's not a good look on guys.
Yeah, it doesn't look. That's
It's
what I'm
just that
saying. You
They're
have
all
to be.
fucking tight, and then the ones I do see, like they are pretty built. Like
That's what I'm
buff,
saying.
So
it
then
doesn't.
they're like,
It never adds up. It doesn't look.
yeah,
Because
like,
even
like
a
their
big
legs
dude
just
always
look all
has little
fucking.
legs.
Yeah, I was gonna say it makes your legs look skinnier.
Skip
I
leg day.
have like not really tights, but they're like the thermal like kind of like sweats. Like I'll wear them underneath my basketball shorts sometimes when I want to sweat more. But yeah, like I've seen how like I've seen myself without them. I'm like I wouldn't step out with just these. Like
I have like athletic leggings that I wear around the house sometimes.
yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like I just
Long
me
johns.
personally, I don't like how I look in them. Like they do that. I can tell they make my legs look just like skinnier. Like and it just makes it look like my
My legs
top
look
half.
real
It just makes
fucking
it
stupid.
makes my top half look like bigger than what it is because my legs look like fucking twigs
I
when I
look,
wear
fucking, I
them.
look like a genie coming out of a bottle.
like fucking Sinbad or Shaq or fucking I don't know. Those are false memories apparently now.
Fuck.
Apparently that didn't happen. The Sinbad the Sinbad with the fucking Shazam or whatever with that dude Sinbad.
Yeah.
Apparently
Yeah.
apparently that's not a real thing. Like or the one with Shaquille O'Neal. The one with Shaquille the one with Shaquille O'Neal apparently is not real. Like
Wait,
the
what?
movie Shazam. Like, you
Is
know
that a
what fucking-
Mandela?
that's
Like,
what I'm saying. Yeah, like I think
thought
it
it
is.
was Shaq.
That's what I always thought.
No, it's real.
That's what I always thought. But like
That's gonna
I've
fuck
seen
me up.
posts and things on the internet where people say they cannot find proof or any physical copies or nothing that proves that Shaq was actually Shazam. Like there's
Go to
a,
YouTube. There has to be a
There's no
Shazam
way.
clip.
like
I don't know if we can play because it's probably audio in there, but they're at.
Shaq
can't be real.
Shaq did shoot a spoof on it like 3 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that. That might be what I consider to be Shazam. I don't think I ever even watched the real Shazam.
Okay, so
It's-
look, I'm
it's
looking
called
it up.
Kazam.
Kazam. Okay, so maybe that's fucking why people are fucking
He is on
stupid.
it. He is on it.
Yeah.
It's on Disney.
I could have sworn I seen like videos.
So then what's Shazam with Sinbad? I think that's the one I'm thinking of that doesn't
that might
exist.
be a parody. Yeah, that might be.
So I think that doesn't exist. Like or
Shazam?
yeah, like the
Could've fooled
one with
me.
Sinbad.
Like, what do you mean with Sinbad?
Sinbad's
Sinbad the
that's his
comedian.
name,
he
right?
was a black guy. He's like
He was
heard
in
of him.
Good Burger.
yeah, he was a
um,
comedian. Like kind of like, look, this is him. This is like, he was
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah,
he
I've
was
seen him.
yeah, he was in other shit like.
You guys ever seen Pootie Tang?
He was in Blank Check, I think.
Pootie
Yeah, I
Tang?
seen Pootie
Pootie
Tang.
Tang's
He
amazing.
fucking whips motherfuckers
He
with
just
the
pulls
belt.
it out of his holster real quick and puts it back. He whoops his kid's ass.
I used to Pootie Tang was alright, but I used to think Undercover Brother was fucking funnier. That shit was hilarious.
Those movies from the 90s are so goofy. They don't add up now, but they were so good back in the day.
Yeah, I used to love Undercover Brother. There was like it was like a spy movie like James Bond shit, and then yeah, like he was all like white people love mayonnaise, so like to get himself out of tricky situations, he had a watch that like spit out hot sauce. So like if he was forced to eat mayonnaise, he would just fucking put some hot sauce on it. Like yeah, it's just so funny.
That movie, I remember I watched it in movies. That movie was so ridiculous, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, that shit's
Eddie
good.
Griffin's just hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I heard back in the day he used to do shows for like 2.5 hours, like just open mic.
Yeah, he's I know he did stand up. I don't know about the length of them.
There's a
but,
video where he talks about that he was doing. It was like when this place called the Comedy Store was like just going through some tough times, I guess. Or I don't know, but they had real ghetto people or gang-related people there at the time in the crowd. And I guess Eddie Griffin was doing a set, and there was like a shooting or a big fight. No, actually, one shot was fired,
Damn.
and he's like, I just kept doing my comedy. He just kept going.
yeah,
It would have been cool to see in real life. He just holds it together.
right.
He's still trying to get the laugh.
I would have been in the crowd like, why is everybody still here?
People start nervous laughing.
Right. The guy there with the guns, like,
Oh, you guys see the new videos coming out? Like when it says like when you crack a joke right before you die. It's like one guy's gonna assassinate another guy, and the guy who's gonna get assassinated cracks some stupid joke to try to get the killer to laugh. I forgot. It's like some stupid dad joke they always use, like on different videos.
I kind of know what you're talking about more or less, but I don't know if I've seen.
Yeah. I guess I'd have to find the video because I can't think of it right now, but it's fucking funny. Same similar scenario. I didn't get you a mic this time. I forgot. I don't know if you heard I talked to you about you a little bit on the other one. On the one that's by myself.
Which one?
It's a solo episode I did.
I don't think so.
I
Maybe not.
didn't watch that one.
Yeah, I
saw
watched
it.
that
I
one.
saw
I
that.
seen what you were talking about.
Why'd you share my shit? Yeah. You might want to watch. It's pretty funny. IGS pod. What if we do like so we just do something wild so we can get clickbait? Want to say something controversial? Like coronavirus was never real.
Controversial. What's controversial right now?
The trans movement.
I
Everything's fucking controversial.
Everything
right
will
now.
get you canceled now. We
Bud
can't.
Light tastes like piss.
Bud
Bud Light
Light
tastes like piss.
tastes like
Bud
piss. Oh yeah,
Light
definitely.
is trash.
Bud Light has always been trash, and I've never liked Bud Light. I never would drink it before.
Why?
And,
Bud Light tastes really good.
it tastes.
Oh.
It's fucking.
They all
It's-
taste like shit, but I've tasted different beers and
Nah, Bud Light for real is like watered down.
I'd
bro.
rather
Like,
drink
it's like-
Coors, bro. Like, if I had a choice between that and Bud Light,
if I had to drink any light beer, I think
Michelob's good
Michelob's.
too.
That's what I'm saying. Michelob's got it.
Yep.
But a Bud
Those
Light
are
for
pretty good, I
reals,
guess.
Bud Light for reals tastes like fucking. I'm not explaining. It's just like tart, and you could tell it's watered down.
I don't know. Man. I really
I
like
personally don't like it. I've never liked that shit.
And when I was a kid, that's what we used to drink. I didn't really care. People said they always used to say, "I know mommy's way Bud Light." But that's what I fucking like.
Yeah.
So what's the controversy with Bud Light? They were supporting
They
gay
put this
people.
person who's like a social media trans influencer of some sort. I don't know the
They
exact.
put him on like the
details.
bottles, or they gave he or they. I guess they had a sponsorship with Bud Light. And yeah, like, and then all these rednecks and all these
like they put them on the
fucking-
ball or what?
They put them on the cans, or they made rainbow cans. I think
Oh,
to
dude.
they made rainbow cans to
They
support
fucked
like
up.
to support his and their partnership with this guy. And yeah, all these fucking rednecks and
I was
including
gonna say,
including
they
Kid
fucked-
Rock. Like Kid Rock, like made this video like on Instagram where he has a case of Bud Light on his lake and he's just fucking shooting it with the AK
What
and
the
yeah, all
Oh,
these
yeah.
all these fucking rednecks were so mad about it and came out and were just like, we're not drinking Bud Light, we're not supporting you queers.
Well, that's why Modelo's popping right now.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what's funny is these fucking these rednecks are looking for something else to drink to not support Bud Light, but all these beer corporations are owned by the same three the three main guys, like the guys that own Bud Light. I think do own like fucking Coors and this and that and all this other shit also. And like people were saying we're gonna switch to Coors. Well, like 4 or 5 years ago, Coors already had a pride campaign or like rainbow shit like all over.
Yeah.
So like it's just a fucking joke, bro. Like
I feel like a lot of stuff on the news now is just to like distract the general public. But
definitely, that's
I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but there's a lot of shit going on that no one talks about.
Yeah, and usually these big distractions happen when like shit's going down in Russia or shit with nukes or some other crazy shit's going around and everyone's fucking talking about the the fucking submarine imploding,
shit.
you know.
Yeah, like I
under
mean,
the fucking
obviously
ocean or
that
some shit.
sucks. What
Yeah,
happened? But
it really does. But yeah, like to get that much attention, like like the media definitely kept feeding into that because that's what I feel like. They're just trying to take people's minds or attention off something else.
I can't remember when it started, but I feel like maybe it's probably before that. But ever since like the chicken sandwich at KFC highlight, I feel like it's just been like news
Popeyes? Yeah.
Popeyes,
like news headline that gets people distracted after news headline, like just random shit that has nothing to do with anything that really matters.
Yeah.
That's the new world. That's the new generation now.
But do you think it's like with an intention, or you think that these news companies are just out of shit to talk about? And they're like, let's just talk about this guy who blew off his fingers on the 4th of July or something?
Might be a little bit of both. I feel like now that's just what people want to see. Like the news is boring, so they try to spice it up.
Yeah,
I feel
I've seen like certain anchors and interviews with other people, and they really do they don't want to report fucking happy or good news or something. Like they want to report shit that makes people interested or intrigued or nervous or scared or wherever the fuck. Like
have you guys seen that video where they take a compilation of like a bunch of news
and
networks
they're all saying the same thing?
Yeah,
they're all saying like the other media will spin their opinion or so and they're all fucking saying word for word the same fucking shit. It's all scripted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it because they're all under like the same umbrella, like Fox, for example?
It's all like
that's what I'm talking about, like the beers.
Thing,
yeah, they're all fucking. It's like Rockefeller owning all fucking 11 of the major news stations.
They could just be thinking of shit to distract us with that ends up in sales.
I feel like a lot of that propaganda and shit really is just brainwashing. Like you don't really realize it, but the news is part of it. Like they just like little things they say subliminally, are just making people control the way they think, whether they realize it or not. Like.
Well,
it's shaping your opinions, it's shaping your fears and other shit like that. Like
it showed how easy it is to control people. Like just with COVID, everybody was locked up. No one was driving down Denver after 10 p.m. because they were giving out tickets.
Fucking ghost town.
I mean, back in the day, like when it first started, like if you coughed inside a business, like everybody would turn and fucking look at you, and like it was fucking really weird.
Yeah, I remember having the dab coughs all the time, or just going out somewhere smoking. I was like, and everyone's like. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm not sick.
We had to work around. We had to work around those masks when we cut hair. It was really annoying because they had to like hold it, and then we like trim around. And then I guess it just depends how strict you are with it. Some people weren't doing mustaches and goatees at the time.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch around your mouth.
Yeah, fuck that. I mean, even with I guess you could use gloves, but fuck it. It's weird how we all adapted. We kind of had to.
Yeah.
Can't really rebel against the big guy. It's a war you'll never win. Unless you become the big guy.
Yeah, I should have invested in some PPE or personal equipment or some kind of masks or.
You should have.
tried.
You mean
just
like,
now, or try to come up with something, like
an invention.
Yeah, something that could have stopped it or not stopped it, just some kind of fucking dumb mask or something that would have been popping, and everyone's like, all right, we'll get that. That kind of did happen. Like people were like taking advantage of it.
That's why everywhere was sold out.
Yeah, or people that owned like even just T-shirts companies or stuff like that were like printing, custom made masks, and everyone wanted,
Yeah, like
fucking
designer
custom,
masks with fucking
custom
Gucci
mask,
on it.
yeah,
like
yeah, something like that. I saw a
Louis.
bunch of those. I saw a bunch of the LV ones, yeah, like the
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton ones.
That's stupid how we always have to get designer with
Right, yeah, like that's what I saw a bunch of people were like, I want the designer fucking mask, and they were like, yeah, like fucking.
I like just the straight up all black ones. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No fucking designs.
Those were
nothing.
hard.
I
to
had
get for a
some
minute,
designs.
too.
I had some cloth ones that like I think my mom brought me back from LA, but they were like what I'm talking about. Like they were Lakers. Like it's like they just printed like the fucking Lakers logo or some of the players on them. And, like mostly
Yeah.
had those, but pretty cool.
Every now and then I'll still get a guy that comes in here with a mask. I respect it.
Yeah, I still see it. I still see it like every so often.
Yeah, most of the time you can tell that these people have an underlying issue though. It'll be like an older cat or like just people you could tell some's already fucking in danger with them.
Yeah.
I always thought about that. Like, would this eventually just become the norm? Like, for example, like in Asia or like China specifically, there's people that just wear masks regularly. It's a normal thing.
Yeah, they just do it just to avoid spread.
Yeah,
Not
in
just
China
like-
they've
Of
been
anything,
wearing. Yeah, in
just a
China
common
they've been
cold.
wearing masks for like 10 years already.
Yeah, yeah,
It's actually very courteous if you ask me.
yeah.
Sick, I'm gonna wear a fucking mask.
Yeah, people in America don't give a fuck. They don't got that kind of courtesy.
No.
Even just how bad some people were fighting against the masks, which I get. Like, I mean, I get people. That's another thing. People just want something to be mad about it. Like, you're taking my freedom away. I have to wear a mask. I'm like, dude, like, it's really not a big deal.
For
Like,
real. It was wild.
Yeah.
especially
Did you guys
if
fall? I fell for that fucking Did you guys fall for that thing that was going on during COVID? That hustle with the web, where you would convince people to sign up and then you get all their money.
I remember that now.
I-
You had told me
I
about
remember
that.
that too, but-
It's just a pyramid scheme. That shit happens all the time. But
Yeah.
I've
So I
always
at least
been
made my investment back, but I didn't profit off anybody.
yeah, I just recently seen someone like people do this shit on Instagram all the time. They're like, tag this person. They're legit. They'll fucking like you supposed to give them $500 and they'll turn it into 5,000 or some shit. And I see people like reposting this shit all the time. And then like the most recent one was this girl who I know, like I've known her for a while. I'm not gonna say her name, but yeah, like I like she was posting like videos and she's like, follow this person, they're legit, like, and she had like this girl tagged on her shit. And then a week later, yeah, like I think she messages me, like she's just like, hey, like my friend was like, follow this person or whatever. Like she had sent me a message with a link to her page. I ignored it or whatever. And then 2 days later, she's just like, oh, I got hacked, or like, I got fucking
That recently happened to a friend of ours.
This person
Yeah.
stole our money, or yeah, like stole money from me and this and that. I'm like, dude, like I would never fucking be so trusting of someone who I don't know personally like that, like
Right.
let alone to send them money. Like,
Dude, this guy that I'm telling you about, he like even recorded a video.
no, I remember when you had told me
Yeah.
about it. It did sound legit. This was when we were neighbors. I remember you came over one night. We were dabbing, and you were like, "Yeah, bro, I just invested. I don't know if it was 50 or 100 at the time."
It was like that spider web thing.
Yeah. And you had told me, you were like, "I'm gonna see how it goes, and then I'll let you know." And then I was like, "All right." And I remember 2 days later, like you had said something. You were like, "Yeah, I think this shit's bullshit," or something. Like you were like, "I think this shit's bullshit."
I don't know. I was like, fuck it, man. It's $100.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I can make maybe I'm one of those guys who makes some money back. I invested in Dogecoin at the wrong time. It's just down now.
Too much of a Jew
I'm crossing my
to
fingers that one day it's gonna come
invest.
back. I'm just gonna leave it in there.
I wish I would have invested in Bitcoin when it first popped off.
Oh,
I remember
man.
hearing about that shit, and you could go buy it at machines and stuff.
Yeah, well, like
little ATMs.
People
Yeah.
that went into it in the beginning are fucking rolling in the dough now.
Dude,
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
that reminds me. I had my hand on some Bitcoins back then before they were anything, and for other reasons. Did you guys ever hear about the Silk Road?
Mm-mm.
Silk Road, yeah. Silk Road was a jackass. Silk Road was like an eBay, like black market for anything really, drugs, passports, documents. You have to access it through
It was like a dark web type.
pretty much, yeah. You have to like block your IP and whatnot and do all this nerdy shit to get in. But yeah, we did that one time for our trip to Vegas. We went to EDC and we're like, hey, let's just fucking find some Molly on there. And the only way to pay for it is through cryptocurrency, and it was Bitcoin at the time. And I don't know how much they were worth back then, but long story short, we lost the Bitcoins. The computer got wiped off or some shit, and we lost I think we had 20 Bitcoins or some shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude. It kind of sucks talking about it nowadays. Like every now and then I'll be reminded of it. Like, damn it.
No, dude, I did something similar. One time, this fucking bullshit company called me saying it was the light company, saying we're about to cut your electricity unless you come pay us. And at this time, I was still new to my business. This is how far back it was. I think it was a year in, so I'm still new to paying bills for a bit. Just still new at it. It takes a couple years to adjust. And they called me, and I didn't know. I thought okay, it's real. They're gonna cut my shit unless because one of my workers called me while I was gone, and he's like, "Hey, they called and they said they're about to cut off our power if you don't go pay it soon." And I called the number, and it sounded just like Excel, bro. They had my account number and my balance somehow. And I should have known this was crazy.
They probably just found your fucking pay stub or your statement somehow, or got that information.
But they were legit, because I even their phone call was Excel, and then I should have known it was weird when I was like, all right, I'm gonna head to the Excel place and pay, and they're like, oh no, we're closed. But they timed it because it was on a day that they were closed, so that even just added to their credibility to me, But you can come pay it at one of our mobile pay stations, and I was like, all right, cool. And so I pull up, and it's this fucking kiosk inside of a fucking Mexican restaurant, bro, a 3 margaritas. And they're like, you just pay it there. And I sent it in Bitcoin.
Oh,
they were taking payments and probably also not be able to be traced back.
Right.
I sent them $400 worth of Bitcoin at the time. And I don't know if this is right or wrong, but my brother, he's like, hold on one second. He's just a smart dude. And he's like, let me add some shit up real quick. He's like, Ron, what year did you give him this money? And I told him, give or take the year. And then he's looking at the value of a Bitcoin out. He's like, dude, you gave that guy $155,000.
For real. Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ. I felt so fucking pissed off at the guy who told me. And I was just irritated with myself. I should have they were just making fun of me the whole night, dude. They're like, I bet you all the employees at the Mexican restaurant ay, viene otro pendejo a pagar.
For real,
how do they even get that set up in
I would have gone
restaurant?
to report that shit if I were you. I'd be like, y'all need to go to this fucking Mexican restaurant and check out that
fucking
kiosk.
3 margaritas.
Yeah, right? I would have called the cops right away. I'm like, fucking Jorge and Juan back there fucking
check out the kiosk.
laughing at me, pulling my money in the kiosk. They're like, we got a live one, boys.
Just looking
There
at
you
each
go.
other. Hey,
Otro
there goes
like-
another one.
It was
Right.
real simple. You go in, and he's like, all right, type this username in, and you just put in the cash. Simple as that. And I gave
That's
that guy
fucked up.
155 racks. It's weird how life works. But I would have never invested that money in Bitcoin. I was doubtful, sketchy about it.
Oh, yeah. Back then.
Kind of makes me wonder if I'm fucking up on things now.
There was only
Right.
I was gonna say there's only very few people who held on to that shit. Yeah, everyone else, just like you guys got rid of it or didn't think it was gonna take off, or were like, I'm gonna fucking cash out now.
Yeah. That shit, it's real hit or miss, bro. I have a buddy who, when Bitcoin first hit, he got excited about it, so it dropped down, a little bit. Oh, no, he bought it when it was kind of high, and then, the next day it went down really low. And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to cut my losses before I lose more, and sold it. And then, 2 days after, it went all the way back up
Jumped
again.
Damn.
Fuck. Dogecoin
Yeah.
and all that shit.
You got to be studied on that shit. You got to know how to read. I've seen the people
Yeah.
read those graphs.
Wasn't Dogecoin popping for a
Yeah.
split second?
It was for a moment, yeah.
All that. I'm not really educated on it now, but is cryptocurrency even still big now?
I think Bitcoin is the main one that fucking.
But is it still did it still hold its value? Is it still up there? Or
I think so. I think to this. I
gotta
think
look
so.
into that.
This guy gave me a pretty unique theory that he had. I'll tell you guys, and you tell me what you think. He was telling me, because we were talking about NFTs and all that. He's like, bro, I know I'm going to sound crazy right now. He's like, but think about this.
Yeah, one Bitcoin right now apparently is worth
Okay. So it's
30,397.
been the
Yeah.
same pretty much.
I'm about to say they've been for in the 30s for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
He's like, think about 10 years, 20 years down the road when it's all virtual reality. You can put these goggles on and you can go hang out at Manny's house. You know, virtually. You can go walk in Manny's house and hang out virtually. He's like, these NFTs might not make sense now, but imagine down the road, like you go into Manny's house and you see he has all these authentic like NFTs all over his house, his virtual house, you know?
It's like the metaverse shit.
He's like, that's where all this stuff is going to hold value. He's like, right now it does seem kind of silly, but he's like, I feel that's where in one direction it may go. And it sounds pretty cool, but I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's definitely interesting, but it's like they're banking on to this day. Me still, I don't have a VR thing, and there's plenty of people who still don't, and like it seems cool, but it's like until everybody fucking has it, I think that's when shit like that's not gonna really be valued. Like there's a lot of people that have it, but there's a lot of people who just. It's not really that I don't give a fuck. It's just right now I'm just like I'm not in a rush to get.
I think that it's just not
VR
there yet,
shit.
quality wise, to where like everybody's like, I need that.
That's what I'm saying. I want some shit that's fully immersive. Like,
Aren't they working on that? Isn't Apple like
I think so.
working on that? I always don't you feel like that's just another way for them to like kind of what is it like data mine, privacy mine? Like once they get like full access of your virtual
And they could
life,
just like scan
yeah.
into your brain
Like,
somehow. Like
eventually
It's
Yeah.
over.
they'll probably make VR like really accessible, like those little headsets. Like they probably want everybody to have it, just like
that's
I
what
feel
I
like-
mean. Like it's gonna be until the point where everybody has it. Like like that shit. It's still only for people like right now that are in the metaverse are really heavy into that shit. They're the main ones who hold that shit value. Like
Yeah.
everyone else is kind of like,
It's good. It'll slowly transition. It's not like one day we're going to wake up and there's a super VR. It's going to be like a slow transition.
That's what I want. I'm like, let's play Striking Vipers.
I don't think it'll just be goggles either. I think it'll be probably something that like links to your actual body, like either a chip or something like
Chip, yeah.
There's a really cool show. I just started watching it on Amazon. It's an Amazon show. It's called Peripheral, and it's with the chick. I don't know the actress' name. The girl from Kick-Ass, like the one who's the little girl in the movie Kick-Ass, the one that's like badass.
Oh, she ain't little no more.
I know. Like this show came out last year. Like,
I like her.
Yeah.
Hit girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This show came out last year, but it's about some futuristic ass VR like game. Like she's in a fucking game. Like she puts on these goggles, but it does like it like hacks into her sensors or some shit. Like she could feel everything in there and see everything. And like, it's just weird. Like it's like apparently it's like another actual world. I don't want to give too much of the show away if you haven't seen it, but like the first episode, they like have her do something that she thinks is suspect. They're like, all right, we want you to go to this part. She thinks it's a video game, but like she like basically kidnaps someone. They're like, we want you to seduce this woman or whatever, and then like take her back, and then some other people come and take her and shit. And,
Oh,
like,
shit.
Yeah, so she like finds out that like the world she's going into, she thinks it's a video game. It's actually a fucking real world, or like it's a real place somewhere. Like
Yeah.
and people are using the VRs or some shit goggles to control it. Basically,
what's it called?
Peripheral. It's on Amazon.
I love movies like that, like shows.
It's
movies,
pretty cool.
like
It's really
AI
future.
shit.
Yeah, it's really futuristic.
that
It's
shit.
pretty interesting.
You watch Black Mirror?
Yeah, that's what I was
Some
talking about right now.
episodes.
I was
Yeah.
talking about the Striking Vipers episode where the two guys are playing a Tekken type game, and then they start fucking each other in the game, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
You seen the one where they have like that? I don't know. I
yeah, it's
remember.
pretty interesting, bro. It's funny as fuck.
I think it's the first season. It's one where they have like either contacts or a chip or something where like it's basically recording their whole life.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
Can, like, go sit down. It's episode 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You should watch it. You seen it?
What, Black Mirror?
Yeah.
I've seen the episode with the robot dogs.
Oh, I like
Yes,
that
no,
one.
Yeah,
That's like
That's
it's black and white, huh?
yeah.
I
That's
don't
the
think I've
most.
seen that one.
They're like AI dogs that like they.
Bro,
just-
they already have
evolve.
dogs that are like that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like
they just kill people.
yeah,
like,
they're like trained to knock over obstacles, but yeah, they just need to start attaching guns and shit onto them, and they're already like,
Don't be surprised when like there's robot surveillance in the street.
oh,
In the
well,
future.
well, I feel like they're already experimenting. Like Amazon's putting robots in the warehouses, restaurants are putting them in like certain waiter things, and yeah, they're just trying to. Everyone's just trying to see their capabilities. Like,
You think one day someone's gonna hack them and they're all gonna rebel and start killing everybody?
I don't know if they could kill anyone. Well, some of them definitely could, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, like people that hack shit could definitely do that.
Yeah. It won't take much for a robot to kill you. Just a big ass piece of metal.
Yeah.
It'll fuck you up.
Like some iRobot. Isn't that a movie?
Oh, once they get
Yeah.
to that level, that's
Some
over.
iRobot shit.
Yeah. All this stuff you see in movies from back in the day comes to fruition one way or another, and I wouldn't be surprised if that iRobot shit comes to fruition, and maybe not identically.
Well, I read something. I had seen something that like it's like people that make these movies like Hollywood and shit. It's pretty fucked up. But yeah, they'll use a lot of shit. Yeah, like you said, a lot of the shit you've noticed comes into fruition. Like people put that shit in the movies. Like they'll put like, oh, the government's corrupt or this and that, and then people are there watching. They're like, oh, this is a movie. Like that could never happen in real life. But like shit like that happens all the time. Like, you know, that's how they desensitize, you know, viewers to other shit. Also,
That's true. That's why I feel like the Terminator was ahead of its time.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's ahead of its time. Yeah, it definitely could happen down the future. All that stuff could happen. It's crazy.
Yeah.
People are already warning against it. Yeah,
And it
they're
makes you
saying,
wonder if
like,
anything is
AI
real. What if this is all fake? What if we are in a virtual
simulation? I always think of that. Like,
It's really weird.
Did you feel that? It's like,
I
You're
heard
just hanging out at home and you see, like, you know, like when the TV blurs, your walls blur, like a
like a
fucking-
glitch. Yeah, that'd be weird.
Or your dad starts glitching in the kitchen, you just like walking into a wall. You know how you just keep walking into the wall?
Yeah, like bah.
He just pops back in his room.
Oh yeah,
Once he loads, he's back in his room. That'd be trippy.
that's crazy.
Who do you even tell about that? If you see that, you got to keep that to yourself.
Yeah, because I feel like if this planet is a simulation, or if this reality is a simulation, then that means there really is people like in the Matrix. You know what I mean? Or agents, or some kind of some force controlling that. So yeah, like I feel like if you do know, or you tell people or talk about it, you're gonna see like some agents or some cops or something just following you. They're like, yeah, like this motherfucker is trying to expose the system. Like
Andrew Tate refers to the government being corrupt as the Matrix kind of style. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I used to kind of hate on the guy. I thought this guy's fucking stupid. He's just riding on his fame because he's just talking about macho stuff. But no, he's actually pretty fucking
Some
dope.
of the stuff he talks about, I guess, makes sense. But some of the stuff, I think he's just full of shit. Like
He uses really weird words that make him sound crazy. Like when he refers to this as like when he says the Matrix is after me, that makes you sound like you're crazy. But he doesn't really mean like the Matrix. He just like that's what
like systems.
that's
in
how he
place.
labeled it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I get what he's talking about.
he uses a lot of words that just make him sound crazy. But yeah, Russell Brand is pretty dope too. If you've never seen him,
Oh yeah, I've seen him.
yeah, actor, right?
yeah, he was a comedic actor, but now he just
He's
does
like
news.
really woke and environmentalist and shit now, right? Like, and
He
he
just,
tries
like,
to be.
He just like really like he just kind of like I don't know. I don't even look at it. He just snitches on everybody with the truth.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I've seen interviews where like he's talking about something and he just goes off script and he's like, well, how about we expose this and that? And they're like, oh, Russell, you're going off topic. And he's like, no, like fuck you.
Oh,
Like,
fuck that.
basically, he's like, fuck that. Like the people need to know. Like,
What do you think about KFC overcharging for the chicken?
right? Yeah, basically.
Oh shit, he'd be a cool dude to meet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
funny.
feel like he'd trip you out.
Yeah, I like him. I like Russell Brand.
Maybe he's changed now, but I felt like when I used to watch his movies, like that was him in real life. Like that's his
Real.
personality. That's
Yeah.
like a cool rock star
That's what
pretty
I felt
much.
like too.
who does coke in a cool way. You know,
Yeah.
makes it look cool. Yeah.
He's got like one of those little rosary things or something. Just
Smoking a Jeffrey.
fucking that shit's so funny, bro.
Stroke the furry
He's like,
wall.
why is it called a Jeffrey? He's like, cause who'd ever be scared of a bloke named Jeffrey?
That's a really good movie.
Yeah, that shit's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
What are we looking like numbers?
Like an hour in.
Damn.
All right.
It's not
Well-
a bad episode.
I can do an ending phrase on my solo episode, so I always let one of you guys do an ending phrase. You want to do it, Jack, or you want Tone? Or should we spin the bottle?
Spin the bottle.
Nope,
I
it's
think-
closest to you.
All right.
Think about it for a second. You got some time. Don't be nervous. Don't be shy.
My advice for
The
the
worst
week,
part's over. The worst part's over.
wear rubber.
That's actually good advice.
That's actually pretty damn good advice.
That's spot on.
Make it fade. End it nice, smooth. Yeah. Now just fade into Elon Musk. Number 3, damn it, there we go. All right. Stop the goddamn tape.